Yeah.
what is the technical sort of aspects of how the NFT was created? And it's going to be sold. Um, the collection is going to be sold and offered on
Binance. Yeah. Yeah.
Binance. I'm not sure how to pronounce. Yeah, Binance. So how it like? What's the technical thing behind how it was put out? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to break it down. So it's really fascinating. So the whole idea is I mean, like I said, it's first NFT, but the process of the art hasn't changed, but the coding is what has changed. So I'm going to just break it down. So I fly to Atlanta with my team. Djimon is Atlanta shooting. I fly with Atlanta to my team. All my I have my camera and lights and all that stuff. So set up. I interview Djimon. We talk for like about an hour. So a lot of the information I get, we've been talking before then, by the way. So I mean, but more like in person kind of connection, and I'm jotting down, and I found out a lot of parallels between us because both of us, our mothers are Yoruba. I didn't even know he was partly Nigerian and Benin Republic, so I was like, wow, this is crazy. And his name in Djimon actually means Friday, and I understood that, but I didn't know that was Jimo in Yoruba. We used to say Jimo in Yoruba, which is Jimo in Nigeria, but in Benin they would say Djimon, so it's like French version of so I was like, oh wow. So there was a lot of parallels. Also, just a link to Yoruba mythology and who he was and what is a passion, and like just getting a little bit of his temperament and which kind of Yoruba or which I could liken him. So what I do with my art, which I call Sacred Art of the Ori, which means taking patterns from Yoruba mythology, taking different codes and symbols. So I take it from Yoruba. So a lot of things he told me, I just took those elements from one of the Yoruba Orisha called Shango, which talks about charm, peace. Also, he also is masculine, like energy, beauty, fire, if it needs to be, justice. And that's something he's really passionate about. So those patterns are patterns that I put on his skin. So after that, I take pictures of him when he's in the paint. So pretty much using the white to actually contrast the black. So a lot of people see the art and the people wonder what comes first. A lot of what I do, my approach to painting on people, especially with Sacred Ori, is that I use the melanin itself as the paint. So when you're looking at him, you're seeing the white, but then I use the white itself to trap the darkness. So that's why the art actually is actually meant for melanated dark skin. So this is like a story of our people. Spiritual is connection, and also it goes down to the Yoruba roots of what the actual original source is. So taking pictures of him and him striking the poses and just having that whole roar. It's evocative. It's very primal. It's also very, very intense, and it's also very like I'm close to him, like I'm like next to his skin. So it's very a little bit like very, very personal. It's very, 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 very personal. So take those pictures, and after we take pictures, we take a look at the ones he likes, and the ones I like, and then I start editing the pictures. So we go from there, and I send back and forth, create a Dropbox link. Everybody's looking at it, and the whole team is checking it out. I keep editing, the pictures I really like, and then after we're done with conclusive, we take like a couple, like 10, pictures and that I would really like. So the art is already created, and this way it gets exciting. Is that converting this to NFT is where the coding really, the mining starts. So we have to send in the images, the company, the Binance and the team, everybody likes it. And then the maintenance starts. So the work is actually broken down into codes. And this is where it gets really fascinating, is that it's something I've never done before, because now I'm so fascinated with the fact that, people can literally own a digital piece of this Sacred Art of the Ori art form. It's an exciting place to be in. I'm looking forward to how this is going to turn out.